Hey there, welcome back to some more Dwarf Fortress with me, Winslaya, and my brother here, Orange01. So
Hello.
it's been a little while since we actually looked at this, right?
Yeah, it's been, I don't know, like 4 days, 3, 4 days. I've been playing a little bit myself. I've got my own little fort going. I've got some stuff, little projects. I'm in an aquifer though, so I had to pump out some water, but I now have the right ores for steel, and I've got coal now that
Nice.
I'm down past the aquifer. So yeah, I think that that's going to be a thing that you need to do is get yourself some good ores and get yourself some industry so you can produce that as well as some food production.
Hmm.
And I also think you need to get a lot of drink production and some access to water because
Yeah, we
you
have
do
this
have
water.
water over there. And what you can do is you can do some aquifer projects. So what I would do is I would actually, if there's nothing dangerous, I would open up the top and
Hmm.
channel between the lakes, and they become one giant water body that can fill itself up if it has channels between it.
Okay.
You don't want to like do too big of a thing because then it will spread out and it actually evaporates faster if it's spread out. It's like physics is
Right.
legit in this game with the water. So you don't want to spread out too much, but if you do like little channels between the bodies that are close to each other and then eventually channel them into another thing that goes down into another bigger aquifer, you can use like those little puddles to collect water, and you can also just channel out little things, and then you can put a bridge, and then you just stop the water from coming in. You can then pour it into this other aquifer in your area, and then that water you can flood into like a death chamber for the invaders.
I mean, I'm up for whatever. I don't know how much I want to just kill invaders with like cheat traps or whatever it feels
Oh, but
like, but you
water is
you kind
fun.
of need to, like, I think on some level.
Well, at some point you need to at least have really good dwarves and good gates, so you
Yeah.
can send out a controlled expedition up from your safe zone into like a little airlock, right? And then you put them in the airlock, and then you shut that, and then you let them out, and they fight, and then they either die or win.
So I didn't play, but I have looked at the game for like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
minute or two, and I saw one of
Mm-hmm.
my new dwarfs is a pretty decent fighter. I can't remember who it was. One of these guys is
Nice.
like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
new
He's
and
good,
and
and he's
and
got
decent at
good
something.
dodging. He's got dodging skill, which is a good. That starts. Yeah. So
I
I'd put him in the militia.
This one
Kivish.
specifically.
Kivish Gear World. Do you see Novice Dodger?
Yeah, and he's got no job, so I guess I can put him in the military,
Yeah,
no
put him
big
in the
whoop.
military.
I
Yeah.
need to press this button for that, right?
Yep. And go to the right. It's the little square. The square. No, that one. Not that one. Yeah. That one.
Click
Click there.
that,
Yeah.
and then we
And
need to
then
schedule or equip or one of these other
I think
buttons.
it. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think it. I'm not sure. It might be the plus button that's at the top there. No, that's your symbol. That's your symbol. You're like a
Right. View,
Swiss
customize
militia or something.
squad's
I don't know.
name, elevation. What do these say? Assign a kill order, station order,
Maybe go to
patrol order,
equip, or
and uniform at
there's a way for
uniform.
you to select the militia,
Yeah, I think it's. I'm gonna
and under this. No.
I'm gonna go through the others for a second because I don't think it was him actually that I wanted to make into a fighter, and
Militia, but
now I
that did
can't
have
remember who it
decent
was.
dodge. Okay, well,
It was
we can look through it as we're going, and we can have some time pass. There is a way to add someone. If you just click on the anything on that squad. Is there? If you click like up above,
what? Where do I click? This? Sign a training order or squad
like near
must.
those other things you're going. Oh, that's yeah. You're in like the name menu right now. If you click create new squad, what's your options?
I can't get this menu to go away. Um,
Uh, No, I mean we could just do it, but we could make a second squad, but there's no one in it.
it's this one right here, I think. It's this button right there. That's how we
Okay,
do
there
it.
you go. You
So
click
you want
on
to
there. Okay.
put what was it? Kiz
Kivish,
something?
Kivish, Kivish, the
Kivish.
miner,
And
Kivish the
then
miner.
one of these guys that you can actually see here, nice. It tells you the relevant
Relevant,
skills.
no relevant skills, but it didn't
Maybe it
say that
was
guy had relevant
Kibosh.
skills. That
Yeah.
it doesn't seem to always display. Also, something I've heard is people are kind of complaining about how you can't slow down time, and so comic goes really quickly.
Yeah.
And you can't also see combat logs when it goes away on the side, so you have to be really aware of that side thing. Those things don't really make sounds or anything, and people are
Mhm.
like, we need audio cues. So you should go through your side thing and just clear it out and be really on top of that, because the game doesn't do a great job of telling you everything clearly that's important that's
But
happening.
before we do that, I wanna look at all the new people and see
They're
if
all
there
like not
is.
doing anything. They're all just chilling. You need to get some jobs. You know what you can do is you can just engrave and smooth the stone, and it
Yeah,
makes everyone happier
I
if you do
wanna
that, because then they're walking around cool dwarven stone,
I wanna
smooth stone.
assign one more to our military. So we know Kivosh is going there. This guy doesn't have a
Yeah,
job, Meng or
yeah.
whatever. What do you think about them in general? Are they a fighter
I
perhaps?
mean,
Not great.
the thing is that you can see certain things that are really, really good for fighting.
Mhm.
He's not really got
All
anything
right.
that's super great. There's certain things like there's good student and good teacher, which helps him learn faster or teach faster,
Yeah.
and those are both great for the militia. I mean, they're great for most things with the student, but the teacher, you really want to be like the old general teaching like all your guys, because he just like boosts them so much.
Yeah. I'm thinking, ooh, man, I should have found the guy that I wanted to
And also,
put in
you
the
need to look
military.
at their
Maybe it
other
was Kivosh.
skills and consider and be like, yeah, they might be a good soldier, but they might be an amazing metal craftsman, So
Yeah.
you're like, no, like, we need that, dude. 'Cause the most important thing in your fort really is the metal craftsman. If you
Mhm.
can get one trained, which is not that hard to do, it just takes time.
So this is a
Oh, that
competent
dude,
axe
that
dwarf.
dude,
I
that
think it may
guy.
have been
Yeah,
this one
that guy is super good.
in the
Compton
military.
Axe Dwarf, and he's
Legendary
shield,
stone
armor,
crafter.
discipline.
Let,
Eh,
but then put him in the
Stonecrafter is
military
like
for
kind
now.
of good. He's kind of good for like just generating money for you, but like he's not that useful in the.
Which one was it? MOM?
Was it the
UZ, I
Stonecrafter?
think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Compton Lasher. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
that sounds about right. And then,
yeah.
how do I close this menu? Do I right
I
click?
don't know.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
they.
Moma's Bridget.
And I doubt I want to put anyone else in the military here.
You
This
need to get
guy's.
a temple going. By the way, that guy's saying they need to pray. He
Yeah,
wants to pray.
we can do
But
that next
that's
if you
that's
want.
kind of that's kind of an easy thing to do. You just set up some space that has some furniture in it. You say this is a temple, and then people go pray there.
Yeah,
You
this
can
is
just
not a
put
fighter.
it near your dining hall. It's pretty easy. I didn't do that in
Well,
mine, but it's kind of like an easy thing to do for good morale.
this guy's got
But
high kinetic sense. Does
honestly,
that matter for military?
that's pretty good. That can really help.
And he recovers
Actually in
quickly.
combat.
He's proud. He values sacrifice. He kind of seems like a military
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. I'd put Fath. Fath's going in.
Bath, you can
Fath.
train with the others. Even though
Yes.
you're a cook, we don't need to cook
Yeah,
too
well,
much
you're
right
gonna
now.
you're gonna you're gonna. I mean, you've got some good amount of food. You haven't got much drink. You need some
Yeah,
brewers going. And
manager,
honestly,
doctor.
what you need is some water that's like in a pool underground, at least 2 tiles deep, with a well over it. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you can get that, you will never die of thirst.
All right.
But you're actually kind of close to dying of thirst. I'm just letting you know.
What?
Which means you probably. I mean, 14 drink is not great.
All right.
You want
Tell
to
me
get
what to
that.
do.
So do you have stations or workstations set up?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
We
Try
just
and
have
try and
the
build one
carpenter, stone,
somewhere.
and this
You
is
need a
our
you need a
military
brewer and
office
something.
and sleeping room. One of these is going to be our kitchen.
Yeah,
And
and
I don't know what
you
the
don't
other one
have
was. What's
you
this?
don't
This is
have
a mechanics workshop. Do you want it in
what
this room? For some reason, we
what
have a
you need
mechanics
what you
workshop.
need to do, because you haven't got caverns yet, is you need to go up and harvest some berries
No,
and
I have
stuff, and then.
caverns.
Oh, do you have caverns? Do you have
Yeah, yeah,
caverns?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You didn't see that
Okay.
earlier when I scrolled down. This is all
Oh
here. We
yeah.
we did
Okay.
that.
So what you need to do is get some area that's got soil underground, and just mine that out.
Yeah, we
Like
have
that
this.
loamy
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
Mine that out.
You
Mine
want
that
this?
way out.
How
Get that
much more?
huge,
Bigger?
huge, bigger, 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 more,
All right.
more.
That's
We're gonna
all.
well let's go for that, and then we'll see where the soil is, and then just keep on going for the soil.
All
You
right.
need more soil because you need some
Well, I don't want my guys to die
farmable.
of thirst. What do I do for that?
So what you want to do is get that water to be pretty deep and get a nice little channeled out area. So what you want to do is, where's the water on your map? It's
It's
to your
far.
side, yeah. Is it level with you though? like in the tiles. How deep are those puddles?
Yeah, they go
How
down
how
there.
how
Can
deep
you
do
see
they go
the map?
deeper? Yep, yeah. Yeah, do they go deeper than that though? No. Okay, so they're
This is
only
the last layer. My entrance layer is the
so
layer that they're on.
they're one deep. So what you want to do is you're gonna want to get those get a little tunnel going underneath one and make sure you don't pull all of the water out of it, but most of the so it goes into this tunnel and then this tunnel is gonna go down a little bit and you don't want to flood your fort. So you want to make sure this you have to go higher than this water to go down there.
All right, tell me what to do because
You know?
I'm not
Okay.
I get what you're
Okay.
saying, but it's not helping.
Okay.
What do I do?
So tunnel towards the water at this,
You want me
but
to cut a
uh,
mine from one of
yeah,
these just up that
yeah,
direction
up
and
up that direction. But put some doors between you and there so it doesn't flood your fort, and make sure it doesn't go down your central stairway.
is this
Because if it goes
basically
down your central stairway, that's gonna be annoying.
all right, so you're
So
saying don't go from there, go from here.
yeah, go from here. Yep. And then go up there. Yep.
There?
And put some door. Yeah, put like one or two doors between you and there. But do that. Yeah, that's good.
And now
Um.
I need to create some doors in my order tab, which is which button? Work
Uh.
orders, nobles, work orders,
Yeah. Get
and
some
then
doors, and then also put the brew order in because once you get your brewery stations up, if you put brew orders
all
in, they
right,
should make it if they
door.
have available materials.
What do I click?
You can either do a rock or a wood door. I would do rock because they're actually tougher. But and they're not going that far from your
All
main
right.
base.
Is
So
it
I
did
think
it
that's
do the
good.
order?
Yep, the order's in. And then do some for like meals and also brew. But you want to get brew first. But this is fine. Go do easy meal. And then
I don't think I have a brew thing set up.
yeah, you need fruit and plant. Just set those both up, yeah. But just put the work orders in and then make the stations and it should figure it out.
All right. Those are in
But
now.
yeah, okay. And you're also remember you gotta do those messages and manage those messages because they can tell you
Yeah.
really important things. So we gotta check that out.
So I clicked this migrants. We did that. We looked at our migrants. Close.
Yeah, good. hmm
Now we go here. You can recenter
Oh, good. You got
announcements.
mechanisms. You can make more levers. You might even want to put a bridge between you and that water
Okay.
just to be able to seal it and properly seal it.
Yeah, we can do that. Um, this is
So
just
you're gonna go towards the
yeah,
water, but you're gonna want to seal it pretty close to that water for now, and then dig down a little bit and build yourself a little room down there that the water's gonna pool down into. You know what I mean?
right.
And then put another um, drawbridge there before the waters come down. So you're gonna set this all up before the water's coming in.
You don't think the
Okay.
rain created those? Those are little. Those are they kind of go deeper than the rest. So I guess that's not from the rain, right?
It does. It does. If you channel things out properly, it will fill in. So if you start, you can set up your own puddles near your base if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
You could just channel out some little spots. And people do that. And what you can do is you can set up like a checker box pattern because the water it lands, but you don't want it to spread out. So you want it in a single cell or like as little cells as possible, especially in hot environments. I don't think you're in that hot of environment. You've got like decent amount of water collection. But like in desert
Yeah.
environments, you want to be careful. Does that make
So
sense?
I need to brew things somewhere in here. You said. Where are we gonna put that in here? Inky
Yeah, get
cutout.
a room or the workshop room. You might want to expand put in your farmland. Yeah, I know.
Where do I put it? In the
You could
farmland?
you could put it near the farmland or near your where your people are gonna eat. One of the two. It really
Let's
doesn't
put it
matter.
near the farmland. We have a bunch of empty space there
That's what I
anyways.
was saying. It's like go put on some stone that's up there, basically. Oh look, it's mostly dirt, but that's great. Put the do you see
Right
that
here,
stone
yeah.
there? Yeah, yeah, just put
So
down.
workshop brew, you said?
Yeah, brew.
Where is it? I don't see it.
It's in the farming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's like I think it's the still, maybe.
How do I
Oh,
close
yeah, you can
this?
yeah. I think it's the still.
Still.
Mhm.
All right, I'll just put it here.
Yeah, and you're gonna get these key bindings down. Trust me. Yeah, do the chart. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
If it's right there, use it. Yeah.
All right, this will work, I think.
And if you clear out your other messages, what are those messages?
Once some people got married, and then this is a bunch of ores.
That's important. You want to look at that because that lets you know what you can then make. You've got hematite and you've got limonite. I think you might have enough stuff to make steel. Hematite is the ore.
Mm-hmm.
I think limonite might be flux stone. Certain stones will tell you you struck this stone. So if you click on like limonite stone, it will tell you like, oh, so maybe click on some of the stone that you have there.
What? This?
Pause. Yeah. Do you see the stone that's just there? Ore of iron, right? That's an ore. That's not
Mm-hmm.
really a stone. So what are those other stones there just right in front of you there? Sure, that's not, it's just like meh. It's other stuff. You got a ton of it. Used for making clay. You can make clay things if you want to. You can make instruments. Do you see that? I told you all the instruments you can make. There's certain musical
Hmm.
instruments, blowpipes, keyboards,
Interesting.
console chimes. Yeah. That's good for your temple. You can have little dancers playing and music playing by certain musicians, and they go do their hobbies if you set up the right room. So if you set that up, that's a nice social thing. But you need to get your drink situation figured out in that water.
Yeah,
So how
and then
are you
maybe a proper
channeling?
storage room. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
when you
we'll do this
channel,
stuff first, right? We need to
yeah,
make our.
channel
This
out
is
the dirt
important.
and yeah, get your drink
How
going.
do I do that to
And
make it a priority? Because I have the work orders somewhere, right?
yeah, put in your work orders, then you can up the priority of the work order.
Which
To
this?
the blue button
Right.
arrows. It's kind of like not that it doesn't work super
I
intuitively. Do you
see
see
what's
that?
happening. It's moving it
Yeah,
like this.
yeah,
Got
yeah.
it.
There you go. So that's like a good start.
This is a
And
lot of dirt.
you would think that would be enough, but you need way more.
All right. Well, at least we have dirt to work with.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Just keep on mining out that dirt. Yeah, and if you do it like that, that's good because that's a lot of surface area that multiple dwarves can hit it at, and so it goes faster.
Mm-hmm.
If you do a single channel, it takes them a while. But look, you've got a good single channel there. So don't go quite towards the water, um,
Where?
quite yet.
Where do we stop
I
this?
mean, what you could do, it's fine, it's fine. But what you can do is it maybe stop him right now, like now, right? Just hold on. Let's just have yeah, cancel those, yeah. And then what's above that? Do you have a mound above that? Yeah, go up one and then down one. Do like a little
What?
just just get a staircase going up one and then over a little bit and then
Where?
down
On
one.
this thing?
Yeah.
Go
Up
up?
one.
Is
Up
that
one.
up?
Yep.
And then I need to go like this, right? Up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then go over one or two and then go down and then you can go back to where you're mining.
Wait.
Does that make sense? This
So,
is water
oh,
management.
you want me
This
to
is
go
water.
down
You
here?
always you always want to have like higher rather than lower.
Wouldn't I need to go one
Water.
over before going down again?
Yeah, go over one or two over. Yeah, go one or two over, and then go up one or two, and then yeah, or whatever. That's fine. Yeah,
Down
that's great.
from here?
That's fine.
Like that?
That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, and then go.
I see what you're
Yep.
saying.
Yeah, and you're gonna put a door between those just in case because the water pressure is probably not going to be higher than that because water pressure is all about height.
Yeah.
Physics, right? Physics.
Yeah, I get it. It makes sense.
Mr. Physics over there.
Yeah, that's me. I
So
like
no, that's fine. You
physics.
can get that going near the water, but what you want to do is put a door, or probably better is a whatchamacallit, a bridge, a
Hmm.
drawbridge, because then you can just remotely close that. No, that's fine. You
I
could do
was
that.
gonna have
That's
it just
fine.
go
Okay, yeah, okay,
from
that's fine
here
too.
directly
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
because
yeah,
that
yeah,
looks neater.
yeah. Go ahead and do that. Okay, and so what you're gonna want to do is when you get near there, go down one and make a little tiny room, and that's gonna be your first little reservoir of water.
Okay,
Um,
so like this part would be down right here.
um, maybe you could get a little bit closer. You want it to be like right by the body of water. You're gonna want this water pressure high.
All right, so down here.
Yeah, and then mine that out as like a 3 by 3, but then also put another one going down from that 3 by 3.
A 3 by
Yeah.
3 like this?
Yeah, like that. Perfect. That's going to be a little like a high water pressure room that you're going to be able to then plug into another bigger room when you're ready. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Okay, well,
You'll
you
just
always
show
want
me. You'll just tell
keep
me
keep
exactly
your
what to do.
keep your water up and your base down. Don't build things that are going to connect to this water chamber. This is like a whole little station that you got going on over here.
For
Your
now, we're putting a door.
hydraulic station, because you don't have an aquifer quite like I do. You could pump water up from the caves, which is
Yeah,
totally doable.
just
That
takes
is
a
a
bit.
doable
Ooh,
strategy,
what's
and you can
this?
also like if you want to once later, what you can
Leave
do is
unrotten leaf or fruit.
it's well, you don't have those things because you don't have access to it unless you go to the, oh, your drawbridge is open. Do you know that?
Yes.
Okay, go up there and go pick berries and send everyone out and pick berries right now. You need food and drink. And you've actually made some drink. Do you see you made drink there?
Mm, where does it say that here? 24? We had
24.
relayed like 14 or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
good. Do that. That's plenty. And then make sure look at your dwarves, who's working and who's not working. Go to N, I think, or U.
It says
Okay.
gather plants here
There's a
for a few
couple
of them.
people gathering plants, yeah.
Visual combat drill
And
making.
digging. You can see what they're doing.
I,
You
I
got
have a
a
dwarven
child,
child. Yeah, I forgot to tell you
there.
that.
6-year-old kid. Eventually they'll be useful. In
What's
like
yeah.
quite a long time they'll be useful.
They can get by.
And
Yeah.
this doesn't quite have the rim world genetics mechanisms. People have talked about that. It should be in the game for a long time, but just doesn't. It's
Yeah.
not, you know.
It probably will.
Yeah, so this is going to become a big farm. Do you see how look at the fungal stuff?
Yeah.
Do you see how it's growing there now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that animals
Sparse.
can eat that. So do you have any animals that need that are herbivores? Look at your animals that you got. You could make a pen now and put them on there.
I don't
And I
know
would
how to look
recommend
at my
doing that.
animals. Citizens?
Uh, yeah, pets, livestock. Pets, livestock. Donkey should go on there.
Well, how?
Um,
You gotta tell me how.
and no, I'm just saying there's a number of things that need to go on there. Okay, so close out of this and then go to zones. I think it's the little green thing. Yeah. Uh-huh. Put a pen down. Make a big old pen. Basically the whole thing that you've dug out now. Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Just
Just
like
do
that?
that. Uh-huh. Yep, just like that. Accept.
Um,
Just accept that. That's
yeah.
fine. You can adjust it later and then add animals to it. No, click on it.
Mm,
Uh, yeah, right there. And then go and add anything that, yeah, like the hen, the donkey, the water buffalo, the peacock, the horse. Yep, camel. Yep, yeah, all that stuff.
even
The
cats and
the
dogs.
yeah, no, those don't need to go there. The birds technically don't need to go there. And what you should do is set up a separate hatchery with nest boxes,
Hmm.
and you can have fertilized and unfertilized eggs. If you separate the males and females, you can have unfertilized eggs, but if you keep them together, you'll get fertilized eggs. So you can either eat the chickens and have fertilized eggs and kind of raise them like that,
Is this assigned? Have I done everything?
or just do unfertilized if you'd prefer. Or you could just eat fertilized eggs as well. Your cooks will totally make meals from fertilized eggs. So you can just keep them together and eat the fertilized eggs. There's no real need to separate them, to be honest. So
Did
that
he
will
not make? No, he did make the stairs going down. He just hasn't carved this out yet, has he? Because of the orders, I think he went this way. Huh, interesting.
I think that then you dig that out, and then you're gonna want to go like one down of those times. Yeah. Eventually, you're gonna want to go one down from there, and you should also dig out more of that stuff and put a plot down for food. So you've got a good amount of food collected. You could put a zone and put one cat or one dog out there to be a guard cat or dog, and then close your gate, which I'd recommend.
Okay, sure.
I know you're gonna put a dog. I know you're not gonna put a cat out there.
Yeah, that's only right. A guard dog. Anyways,
Uh-huh.
so I make a zone right here.
Yeah, put a zone and make their pasture just right there.
A
Yeah.
pasture right here.
Uh-huh. They're a single tile. They're your guard dog.
Except,
Um,
and it's gonna
animal.
be, they're all female dogs, so who cares,
Yeah,
right?
it's okay. It's fine because I mean, yeah, you need a guard animal. It's good for your fort. You can sacrifice one of them. You can
And then
also pick the oldest of the dogs. So just wait for people to come in because there's some people harvesting still, I think, or
right.
dragging in food. So just keep an eye on that. You can also make a burrow and assign everyone to a burrow that's underground,
Mhm.
and then they would stop harvesting. So it's kind of like how much of this do you want to harvest? Because if you over harvest, it'll take a little while to haul, but it's very lightweight, so it's not really a big deal. Also, certain animals can haul if you train them. If you've
Okay.
got a good trained dog, or like there's certain creatures that you wouldn't expect to be able to be trainable like that, but they are,
Yeah,
and
I
they'll haul for you.
I kind of want to create a storage room here. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah, you can have a little storage room there. Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah. And you're gonna want to kind of close off your main base anyways from that. And so you've got that your little uh like I told you, airlock.
Mhm.
So eventually we're gonna build over that staircase that you've got there and go down maybe from that farm area down
Okay.
and put another drawbridge in that little hallway going between this room and your old storage
What
first
up?
storage area.
There's a tiny little water right here. I didn't see that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, if you channel things out, you can totally make things like that as well. So, is your little room ready?
This he hasn't done for some reason.
Make sure there's stairs going up.
It
There needs
says
to be. I know there's downstairs, but make sure there's upstairs. I think that might be the issue.
it canceled that for some reason.
Yeah, make sure there's upstairs. Maybe go back to that and make sure there's upstairs there.
Which way?
And
I'm going the wrong way.
yeah, channeling. By the way, channeling makes water go faster than stairs. Stairs don't make water go quite as fast, but that's fine.
So we need a stair that goes up to here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That
I
makes
think that
sense.
should will that work now? If you
Well,
look down, yeah.
yeah,
I
that
think I
looks
should
right.
get.
Yeah, I
I think I
canceled the
should.
stair order for some reason.
Yeah.
Where are you,
And
miner man?
so what you want to do is now that you have water, is that what you can do with that water is that you can make giant underground sand areas because you can flood the rock and it turns it into a sand tile, and then that will
Yeah,
grow things. So wait, what I like to do, one of my favorite projects, is to mine out an area like 5 levels tall, and then you can have your own little forestry that with trees in there if you water it and
that's
get the
fun.
ground.
Sounds like
Yeah, so
Minecraft to me, the way I'd play Minecraft.
yeah, you can do that. Those Minecraft projects in Dwarf Fortress. That's the best part about this game is doing that kind of project, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree. They're fun.
And the water, oh, the water is so fun to play with, but you need to be careful because you don't want that going down your stairway.
Yeah, I bet.
And it won't go down your stairway if you have good doors and locks.
I
And
trust you.
you can also set up pumps. The main thing also is that you want to have a drain. So you want to have a main stairway that has some sort of drain, and that drain will go into a cavern.
Yeah,
Or that will drain will go off the map. Like you have a hallway that goes off the map. But that can also be an area that enemies can enter from if you're not careful. So you need to be careful.
how do I create a new stockpile? Just
That's yeah, that stockpile thing. Yeah, and then you lay down the area, and then you designate what needs to go in there, which
pressing
is
it, and
also
it
what
won't let
you
me
should do for your
drag.
workstations. You know, you're gonna get your metal
It just
workstations,
lets
which you
me
should.
go on the
Yeah.
existing ones. It won't let me create a new one using that button for some
Oh,
reason.
it should. Oh, hold on, let it save. It should let you do that.
Well, it
So are
wasn't. I
you
was
having
left
having
clicking,
fun
right
yet?
clicking, and yeah, it's just the controls are annoying at times.
I
I
know the controls
enjoy
are infamous.
the RimWorld created character type randomness of it, but like literally right now, as you ask that question, I can't create a stockpile. Like I'm left clicking, I'm right clicking. It's reminding me of when it wouldn't let me erase things, which is now letting me do due to
Yeah.
patches. But you know,
Yeah, yeah. What are those messages that you have on the side there? I think you've got people who've trained into being decent wrestlers, but I don't think they have any military gear because we haven't made it. You can make
yeah,
training swords very easily, and you can do that right now. You might
okay,
want to do that
that's
because then they'll get or training axes and spears.
sounds
I don't know.
reasonable. I'm
But you
gonna
should also get your metals working going soon because you got a decent stockpile of food and drink. I think 100 or so is a very nice stockpile, in my opinion,
I want to let
of
me
food
create
and
a
drink.
stock for some reason. Click.
Click and drag.
Okay, now it will. You just have to
Oh,
click it
well,
again. You have to do it twice for some dumb reason.
yeah.
All right, now we have another storeroom,
Accept. You have to do, yeah.
and
And
it's
then
like
say what
anything, all.
anything.
I don't care
Yeah, you
that
can put
much right
anything
now.
here. Yeah.
So you said create some more items somewhere, somehow. Orders.
You could make some other workstations. You're gonna need to have some space to do that in. I think that you want to get your metalsmith going, which means you're also gonna need like a
What
smelter, and you're
kind?
gonna need
Do I need a training
um,
sword, you said? Because I'm in this menu.
yeah, you
Training
can do a
sword.
training axe or a training sword. I like axes in this game a lot because chop chop, it's great.
I don't
You're
need
gonna be fighting
9.
goblins too, which Winsley. You're gonna love axes against goblins. You just slice through them. You just slice heads off. It's just arm, leg, head.
Well,
It's just so crazy the combat in the game with those.
do I want a sword and spear or is just an axe?
You want to have a nice mix, and they'll also pick the one that's the best fit for their skills based off if they have any proficiency. But in a later stage, when you've got like 20 military dwarves, you're gonna want to assign them certain weapons and then diversify your squad certain ways.
Yeah,
Like definitely, because you don't want to go all axes, because then you'll have like a steel armored goblin that comes in. You need someone who's got a heavy weapon
yeah,
or a piercing weapon. So you
totally
do
makes
need a
sense.
mix, you know.
So we're making that, but we need a station for it, you said? Something like that?
Um, to make uh, well, the training things I think are wooden weapons, so I think you can make that with your current wood
Right.
station thing.
But we're gonna need another station
You're gonna need a
eventually.
big workshop area for like your metalsmith and your wood burning and your ore smelting.
Where would you like that? In this level with the admin and military, or?
Yeah, it's somewhere loud because you don't want it near your sleeping quarters.
All right, that sounds decent. Near this hallway, I think
Near the
makes sense.
military. I think, yeah, you could have a nice military training by where they get fresh armor made
Yeah,
and weapons made. I think that sounds appropriate to
I
me.
think I'm gonna extend this out this way and make it that like
Hmm.
downish and left.
Yeah.
So like,
How's your water project going? I'm curious.
um, I don't know. We'll go with this here, and then for just a little bit to start with that seems
Yeah,
reasonable.
I
Um,
agree.
I would like to look at the water progress, but the timer just went, so I think we'll wrap up this
Okay,
one here and
cool. That
start a
sounds
new one
good.
in a sec. All right, cool.